something's on your mind? These... These pathetic ghosts are becoming an annoyance. Ripping them apart was fun for a time, but now it's just work. I wish we were stationed at Gao's lair instead of here.
Good news. Inquisitor Lim wants us to bring the inscrutable power source to Gao's factory. Just change the command word on the dam sentry so we can go.
I just changed the command word to Xiaohua this morning. Do I have to change it again?
Inquisitor Lim wants the command word on those sentry golems changed before we deliver this power source. Are you going to be the one to tell him you couldn't be bothered?
You've made your point. Let's go. It'll be safer if we stick together. There are many dangers along the way to the dam.
Dangers? Like command words slipping into enemy hands?
1,000 cuts.
Too far to jump. We'll have to find another way.
You are drawn by destiny, like water flowing, bleeding. Have you begun to question your path? It is murky, blocked, but carefully crafted. You are on this path because you have been shaped, groomed, and the predators have been drawn away to let you pass. Can you see how that path winds towards your prey? You are meant to learn, but not too much. To see, but not too clearly. To succeed, but not completely. To control an outcome, control the beginning. It is godlike, the most arrogant action. That is what was done. I weaken. But listen. Endings come at their own pace. You would better serve your cause by asking where it began. Question why the path is there, not where it leads. For now, look to yourself. The Guardian ahead will test and teach. He is an ally, one you can trust. Find your purpose. Fulfill your destiny, and we will meet again.
Not the best place for a lie down. Whatever your trouble, we need to keep moving.
The Guardian is coming. He's very mad. He got mad at this man and hurt him. You better go away right now or he'll get mad at you too. I don't matter. Only the Guardian matters. He's going to be very cross with you. You should run before he gets here. Oh, it's too late. I told you to run away, but you didn't listen. Now the Guardian's here and he's going to hurt you. He's really mad.
Thousand cuts.
Aknatanir stisak rui ni rui kuparfita. Onoir kupta tanir ukkun aso. Siir sukut afifir noni. Apafawa sonsir togir wo sonsir sonyak fanerosota. Apafawa sonsir togir wo sonsir sonyak fanerosota. Pano fan wowo shinir, cho ikakir wo ifuro uk. Wo yoir apafwe ir sir sisitsu toir uk, pir ukir ifuir wo. Wo woir ikatitarir kone of atarir. Woir, tiumovir, ni kiksir, ni fuper, ni sifififir, natafoniek. Narawa ir kwanok noka o pir, okir ifuir wo. Okir okun wan pir wo apafawa ir wo sa ir sonkut. Pano fan wowo shinir, cho ikakir wo ifuro uk. Wo yoir apafwe ir sir sisitsu toir uk, pir ukir ifuir wo. Ispirta, hok kawari sa ir taseir uyuk. Niwa kop kipstir sunuk. Nawara irok, wo kupsisir sunurk. Nawara irok, wo kupsisir sunurk. Wo ufir ipir sir tintin, wo wir. Kupsistir son puno su uku ir sir sisitsu toir ok. Wo yoir apafwe ir sir sisitsu toir ok, pir okir ifuir wo. Wo wir wokir fonir, wo kupsistir son ukut. Okir okun wan pir wo apafawa ir wo sa ir sonkut. O sa ir innawa tir son puno itarok. Ispirta, hok kawari sa ir taseir uyuk. Newa kop kipsitir sunuk. Kupsistir son puno su uku ir sir sisitsu toir ok. Sir sisitsu fonir sisa ir nawar kuk. Okir okir wo apafawa ir wo sa ir sonkut. Ispirta, hok kawari sa ir taseir uyuk. Niwa kup kipsitir sunuk. Siir siis sitsufonir sisa ir naurkuk. Okir wo apafawa ir wo sa ir sonkut. Siir siis sitsufonir sisa ir naurkuk. Okir wo apafawa ir wo sa ir sonkut. Inspirta. Hokkavuri sa ir pasir uyuk. Niwa kup kipsitir sunuk. Narawa ir kwanok noka o piir okir ifuir wo. Wo ufir ipir sir tin wo wir. Son sikun wan pifir piir kut afuka wuk tiir. Nawara irok. Wo kupsisir sunurk. Onoir kupta ir tanir och kun aso. Sir sukut afifir noni.
The Guardian wants me to give you this. That man over there had it. It's an inscrutable power source. The Guardian says you might need it. The Guardian doesn't know what it's for, but he knows it's important. Otherwise, why would that man have had it? You better keep it for now. The Guardian says we don't have to stay here anymore. He says we have to go with you now. Is that right? Good. I like you. The Guardian likes you too. I like meeting new people. The Guardian and I think this is going to be a great adventure.
Who dares approach? Speak the command word or suffer the wrath of Death's Hand, loyal servant of the Emperor over us all. Xiao Hua, you may pass.
I hope you took a moment to celebrate as you flooded the valley. Whatever you hope to achieve by drowning that sad place will soon be undone. Sergeant, if you will, eliminate this pest.
Ac nukwair tu ac ithruir nuk a pifu taptuir quair fnurt.
The sergeant knows his place, and he understands that what we assassins do is for the good of the Empire as a whole. If a few people suffer, then they do so for the glory of Emperor Sun.
My strength.
Hey, you're the man the captain said to look out for. He said to tell you thank you very much and to give you this. I think he couldn't wait to get out on the river. And as soon as the water came back, he left. Thanks so much. Wow, now I can eat for another day. Does it get any better than this?
Wakawe yastanke yanano wo yewasonoak. Ika kahia wo noka kike ia wo shathia oka uki ia aya.
1,000 cuts.
The dam is closed, the pirates are gone, and life is good in Tien's Landing once again. Not that I'm surprised, not at all. Everybody else was all doom and gloom. Some even wanted to leave the town, but not me. I knew everything would work out, and now things are better than ever.
Now that the pirates are gone, things are getting back to normal.
Ghosts bring wind. Wind is no friend to a river fisherman, I can tell you that.
Ak wiwu ofir, san kasawir wo sir tana.
Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My game of Yi with Jian can wait a moment. What can I do for you? You have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but Stone Immortal is not easily taught. Return to me when you feel you understand the way of the open palm. Then you will be ready. When you feel that you
Don't bother me. I may be a beggar, but I'm on my break right now.
Aha! When I saw that airship flying off from the island, I figured the best thing was to come back here. I knew you'd come back and see me, because we're a team! And what a team! I dropped you off at the pirate camp, you killed some pirates, I got drunk, you killed more pirates, and I took a nap. We are an unstoppable team, my friend! Do you know that all this adventuring and such has shamed me? I find myself dwelling on memories of my youth. I was a capable man once. I've lost so much. I've wasted so much. Nonsense. People say that all the time, but they don't really mean it. I've made bad decisions, and now I must live with them. I can't just suddenly turn my life around. You clearly do not understand how complex life can be. Why, if I just stopped drinking wine, I'd I'd probably have a better chance at finding a wife, I suppose. Well, then she'd make me get up before midday. I'd pull the barge and ride the river all day. Then I'd come home to a house full of kids and a wife, probably with a big dinner on the stove. Yes, it does sound nice. Even worth giving up the wine for. But it's not that easy. I don't think I'd be strong enough. I'm just a useless old drunk. Yes, you are right. A wife, a family. I can do this, even if it means giving up the wine. Thank you, my friend. I am going to get sober, find some poor unfortunate woman and make her my wife. And it's all thanks to you. I owe you more than I can say. Thank you.
The other girls say I charge too much, but I'm worth it.
Are you getting slow in your old age, Jan?
Koni o kioia kawaia wo kawaia watita osia kwanif nipawia.
I never thought I'd be glad to be back here, but I am.
Yes, Minister Sheng is properly grateful that you were able to free the peasants. You truly are a great hero, and so on and so forth. More importantly, you destroyed the pirates who plagued Minister Sheng's administration of this town. Here is your reward.
O wowo sun so anawa kawaras tata safayet.
Even with the dam closed, Sheng still cries at night about going back to the Imperial City.
You did it! How the people will sing the praises of Minister Sheng, who found, hired, and sent forth the helpful peasant who ultimately solved the problem. Ha! It is hard to argue with success. My lord, Judge Fang, Chief Minister of Harmony, will surely be impressed with me. He will protect me from the vile assassins. No, my friend, it is time to bask in the glory of triumph. The dam is closed and the town is saved, so Minister Sheng feels magnanimous. That means I will answer your questions, by the way. I recently saw a large fleet of flyers pass by. Minister Sheng held out hope that they had come to escort him away from this demeaning post and back to the Imperial City. But the flyers never stopped in Tien's Landing. They headed upriver towards the pirates' camp. No doubt they went there to refuel, though where they are now I could not say. The pirates are just one more affliction that plagues this troubled town, and yet another headache for poor Minister Sheng. They raid the surrounding countryside, swooping down with their flyers to capture slaves. Do you know how bad it looks when someone under my jurisdiction is captured by slavers? Fortunately, they haven't attacked the town itself yet. Gao, the man I hear is running them, knows that would draw too much attention. Very well, run along. Now that the dam is closed again, Minister Sheng is on his way back to the Imperial City. I'm sure of it.
Irkana.
Always a pleasure. Yes, I know. It is good that you have come to me. You deserve to learn to control the earth, but you must also learn that the stone can never truly be controlled. It is the only way you will learn the true secrets of Stone Immortal. I will not force you into this decision. Good. This will not be an easy test, but I suspect you are ready for it. Well done. Very few can withstand Stone Immortal. Only those who understand the world around them, in fact. You understand your place, and yet you are not afraid to use your strength when it is required. That will serve you well in this lifetime. And as I said, that will serve you well. Don't mind me. I was just thinking out loud. Students of your caliber are rare. Don't mind him. Men become temperamental at his age. Here, let me teach you to coax the earth to do your bidding. Only your connection to the world and your understanding of your place will convince them. There, you have it. It was an honor to teach what I could. I am not the instructor Master Jian was, but his lessons would not have suited your temperament.
Wanakapir sari awaf, van sierra sorofos isinosaurus usuno.
Remember to remain true to the high path. The earth only serves those who know their place among all things.
Sa ir yagoak, kokonato siri panoniniku.
Indeed. Shall we meet again next year, Jian?
Niato nonapadi irovir, kuni ugnawata ir.
You have made that proclamation every year for 2 decades. Those teeth must be frightfully long by now. How ever do you open your mouth anymore? Until next year, you old goat.
The dam is closed and the pirates are gone. Thanks to you, we can start rebuilding our lives.
Back again. Have you been to the ruins yet? Time is running short. If you don't find the missing piece of your amulet, the Lotus Assassins will. Sun Li warned me that others might come, but all is not lost. The Lotus Assassins have a piece of the amulet, but so do you. Victory is far from decided. Whatever the outcome may be, my part in these events is over. Now that you have been to the ruins, I may finally take my leave of this town. I have served Sun Li for many years, but there comes a time when all service must end. My final task was to direct you to the ruins. Now I am no longer bound. And so I step away. I have no further part to play, and I am glad for it. Perhaps history will clear my doubts and show my time was worthwhile. I wish you luck.
My hero returns. Remember, you're always welcome in...
You're crazy.
Unikasurir kwanano kuni uknawata ir niknipier.
Get on with your day, youngster. We're just passing time. Get on with your day, youngster. We're just passing time.
Sa ir yakowak kokonato siri panoniniku.
You leave this youngster alone, you cantankerous old goat. He looks like he could put you down without a thought. Might do us all a favor.
You've done it all, youngster. You've saved an entire town. You're the hero we needed 18 years ago. Oh, better late than never, eh? Let's see what you have there. Oh. Yes. Yes, it's mine. She was my wife, and she didn't make it out of the rising waters. I can't tell you what this means to me. After all these years, there are no words. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, youngster, I was. Still remember it like yesterday. This town, Tien's Landing, used to be where the three plateaus come together downriver. Oh, it was a fine town. 18 years ago, Emperor Sun was young and flush with success from ending the drought. He began public works all over the empire, including the great dam downriver. The workmen came and started building it near our town. We were not engineers, and so we were not sure what it would mean. Some worried that it might flood us out. Most were unconcerned. After all, if there were any danger, the Emperor would tell us, surely. One day the great dam was finished, and the floodgates were closed. The town flooded. We took what we could and fled. Mothers ran about screaming for their children who'd gone out to play. Children screamed for their dogs. Some folks climbed to the roofs of their houses and refused to leave. We survivors straggled upriver. Some collapsed from exhaustion, but the water kept rising. I carried a boy and a girl, and I saw another boy fall, but I couldn't carry him. Finally, I fell over too, and when I woke, I found the water had stopped rising. The great dam had created an enormous lake, and we settled our new town on the banks. The lake completely covered the ruins of our town. Life went on, but no word ever came from the imperial city. No warning, no explanation. Did we displease the Emperor, or were we just beneath his notice? I will never know. The crewmen who manned the great dam would come to town sometimes, but they knew no more than we. I will go to my grave, never know. The people started a new life here, but there was much pain and sorrow. Conversations would trail off. At night you could hear women sobbing, and not a few men. Finally, people stopped talking about the past, and then they refused to talk about it altogether. And eventually they pretended it never happened. Well, thank you for listening, youngster. Not many do anymore.
Greetings once more. Are you ready to peruse my many fine wares? I have the finest selection of seed. I carry excellent baskets, wonderful fish nets, and superb boat scrubbers. I have a cloak so warm it's like a weapon against the cold. I have a scrubber so good that it cleans like magic. Who wouldn't want a basket so big you can carry 2 babies in it? I'm afraid I do not. Just a few years ago, you could find wind maps everywhere, although only the rich needed them with their airship racing. Recently, the wind maps have disappeared. I know that when the Emperor's men left Tien's Landing, they took all the wind maps with them. There are those who say, but it is not important. Some say that Death's Hand is collecting all the wind maps and destroying them so that only he and his minions may travel freely about the Empire. However, I do not believe such talk. I believe firmly in the goodness, kindness, and wisdom of our Emperor and all those around him. Absolutely not. How dare you question our beloved Emperor? Absolutely not. Please stop talking to me. If you will desist from your traitorous talk, we can speak once more about buying and selling. Very well. When you're ready to spend, I am ready to sell.
Sipas air ki unir, quanurk shinroni sipa. Wo yakuptir, ni shin warwair, wo suir kak.
I must remain vigilant for skilled warriors. Sadly, resolve and spirit seem precious commodities in this isolated spit of a town. The blighted forest cuts these peasants off from the heart of our empire, but still they do nothing. Fools. You must leave Tien's Landing via the gate and follow the roadway to the north. The forest is but a short journey away, and Lord Yun makes his camp at the base of a hill, which should be easy to find. The path there is relatively safe, but travel beyond his camp and things worsen considerably. Go safely, and remember what I've said. Lord Yun needs the help of able warriors like yourself.
We were trained together. Your selection is only right.
This place feels all wrong. Can't you feel it? It's like the very air is unclean. If you can't feel it, then this feeling is as magical as it is foul. We should be on our guard.
We hurried down as quickly as we could, but I see you had the situation well in hand. I'm impressed. Not many people can disperse the spirits of the dead with any ease. They grow worse by the day, and I've almost given up hope of finding a solution. My manners desert me. I am Lord Yun, owner of this land, and charged by the Emperor himself to keep it safe. You should turn back south to Tien's Landing. This is the safest part of the Great Southern Forest, and even it is polluted with these strange ghosts. Help me? That's certainly a kind offer, but I'm not sure that anyone... Wait a moment. You don't look like a pilgrim or one of the poor folk trying to escape Tien's Landing. Would it be out of line to inquire as to what brought you here? Even caravans employing skilled warriors have been forced to turn back under these ghosts' assaults. I could only reach Tien's Landing by using my flyer. Acquiring that chart was a hard-fought battle, I can assure you. The Lotus Assassins keep a tight rein on those precious documents. From your questions, I'd say you have a flyer at your disposal, which seems unusual. It would take a resourceful person to acquire a device like that, and I believe that resourceful people know how to get things done, especially when properly motivated. Perhaps you could get something done for me. If so, I might be persuaded to foolishly risk the Lotus Assassin's wrath by making a copy of one of their precious maps. The deal is simple. Find out why my land sickens, why it is home to so many ghosts, and you will have your map. Two things threaten the entire length and breadth of this forest. The trees blacken with disease, and ghosts flock to this place like no other in the Empire. I suspect that these things are related, and, more importantly, that they're related to a fox called the Forest Shadow. She is a powerful spirit that has long been an ally of my family. Personally, I've had little to do with her. My father and his father before him, however, felt strongly that she should be revered. They considered her the true guardian of this forest. Just that. She is a fox spirit, and thus one of heaven's tricksters. The fox can take on the forms of men and women, and will often do so to test us. Personally, I don't think they have any right to deceive us, but my father felt that our family's good fortune came from just such a test passed long ago by an ancestor. Some sort of ancient alliance in which she was guardian of the forest, while we owned the land in the world of men. She is a powerful being, one my father considered the guardian of this forest. If this place is filled with ghosts, then I suspect that it is either because of or in spite of her. I think something is wrong with the forest shadow, and I want you to find her and figure out what is happening. Once we know that, we'll have a clear idea of what we face. A noble sentiment, but when I look upon these trees, I'm afraid that you may have to destroy her. See what you can learn first, then we will act if it is necessary. Make your way up this ancient trail, and when you come to a fork, take the left path. That will lead you to a temple built long ago in the forest shadow's honor. Once there, find my hunter, Spearcatch's Leaf, if he still lives. He claimed to remember some sort of ritual that my forebears used to contact the forest shadow. You might also want to keep an eye out for some small shrines that are scattered about the forest. Some of them are said to react to magic or charges of chi. I was beginning to think there may be no cure for this place. Your arrival has given me some small measure of hope. Find Spearcatch's Leaf at the temple above and see what he has learned. Your wind map will be waiting when you find a cure.
This forest is so troubled. We were well sheltered in Two Rivers to not see any of this. The people of Tien's Landing owe you a great debt. You saved their town. Master Li would be proud of you, as am I. If you could spare some time, could we talk about what we have seen? I'm not sure I can make my concerns fully understood. Our time in the ruins, the creatures we encountered, so much unrest. This was different from what I have seen before. There is pain here, but hatred too. The spirits around Two Rivers seemed aimless, lost. These are focused. I feel they would linger here, even without the support of whatever has increased the ghosts elsewhere. I suppose that is true. Left behind by their neighbors, literally to die. Could you recover from such abandonment? I'm not sure that I have. I mean, if I had suffered something like that, I'm sure it would have stayed with me. I should not feel bad about it. I was not left to die. I was sent to study at the school. Probably so Master Li could deal with my sensitivities. It doesn't compare, really. These spirits, they truly suffered and have a right to turn on those who left them behind. Me? I feel like my abandonment was partially my fault. But I was 3 and I couldn't help being different. I would have tried to fit in if I had been given a chance. I know I shouldn't. I can see the result of such pain in the poor creatures in the ruins. I do not want to suffer such anger, such bitterness. It may not seem like it, but I draw great strength from you and the things you say. I am grateful for that. As always, I have much to think about after speaking with you. Perhaps we can continue this another time. Be well, my friend.
Everyone. They are mad with madness. Thank you for keeping me safe.
Oh, this poor soul has been in the forest too long. He feels wrong, just like the air here. It's disturbing. He seems simple as well. I wonder if the horrors of this place have touched his mind.
You have come from Tien's Landing? You were? This is good. I was going there, but you're coming here instead. I come from the inn, the Pilgrim's Rest. You must take a message to the town for us. Things are very bad. We starve. The ghosts cut us off from everything. But we are still up there. Tien's Landing must send people to help. Many people should come to the inn to help us. They can't let us starve. The temple? No, the temple is where the ghosts are worst. It is a bad place. You should not go there. You should go to the inn. You would be welcome there. They would have you for a most fun stay. The inn lies above on the path to the right. No, I should return to the inn. They will want to know you are coming. You should come with me. I can take the message down later, and you will be safe from the forest shadow and her ghosts. She is a wicked fox spirit. They are tricksters, all of them. The tricks she plays kill now. You should stay away from her. She hurts us when we leave the inn. Oh, yes, they must be. She hunts us, and these ghosts hunt you, right? Isn't that the same? She's dangerous like these ghosts. We're all afraid of her. That can't be right. She is dangerous. You should go to the inn to be kept safe. That's the only way. I will go back the way I came, and knowing that there are others here, I will be all right. I must go back to the inn to tell them. You should follow the path to the right, not the left. Left goes to the temple, and the forest shadow will kill you. Come, the inn is this way.
Noko u.
There's something not right. This place feels all wrong. The forest is the same, but it's stronger here.
I watched in awe as you dispatched those things. Not many of your kind can deal with ghosts as easily as you did. Yes, the ghosts are most dangerous. We are fortunate that they have not yet ventured inside the inn. It offers us some refuge. But I forgot myself. Welcome to the Pilgrim's Rest, traveler. I am the keeper, as they call me. Tell me, did you happen to come across one of us on your way up here? We sent him not long ago to search for help. It was the forest shadow. She's taken another from us. We hoped we had found a way to deal with the fox, but we were wrong. She does not attack us here at the inn. Those few we have dared send out to the forest do not return. We have tried so hard to find a way to end the fox's attacks. She must be stopped. We thought we were close, but no. We are not like her, and thus she hates us. There's no reason to a mad fox, no reason you would understand. Perhaps the ghosts have driven her mad, or maybe it's her rage that changed the trees. The only way to be sure is to stop her. Well, that is quite the thing to ask, isn't it? Quite a thing indeed. How are we to know we could trust you? No, I do not entirely trust you with such plans. You must know fox spirits can assume the forms of humans. How can I trust you not to be one of her servants, or the spirit herself? For now, simply accept what little hospitality we can offer. These are hard times, but we would not dare treat a guest poorly. Oh, please, it's nothing to concern yourself over. We would not trouble you with such a thing. Oh, I wouldn't dare to burden you with our concerns. It would stand me poorly as a host. Good! No, it's nothing for you to trouble yourself about. The fox is our problem, and we will deal with her as best we can. You should stay and be comfortable. It is a matter of caution. We mean no disrespect to you, but we must be careful. The fox is crafty, and it is likely she will try to stop us. If you're so ardent to learn more, perhaps you should go to her temple just down the hill to the west. It is not a safe place for us, or you for that matter, but you may learn something. And I tell you that the only cure is to destroy the fox. But I do not believe you're committed to that course of action. As loath as I am to see you go before dinner, perhaps you could find more answers at her temple, instead of worrying about us. Of course. It is, as I said, nothing for you to trouble yourself about. This is the Mad Fox's place. I shudder to dwell too long on the subject, but I will answer what I can. The forest has been ailing for some time now, but things have been especially bad over the past month. It has been most unpleasant for us. No new visitors grace our tables with their presence. I do not know. Maybe the fox spirit that claims to protect this place has diseased it, or perhaps she's just too weak to fight another disease. I don't care what happens to her, so long as my people... Those of us at the inn, I mean, stay safe. I have heard that the Pilgrim's Path stays open to the town of Tien's Landing. One day, when the time is right, we shall make our way down there. Tien's Landing is full of so many people. I do as well. This forest is an uncomfortable topic for us all. Many travelers know the name of the Pilgrim's Rest, and before long, so will many more. No, I mean, there's a safety of a sort here. We have had a refuge here so far, and the paths below are far from safe. It is best that we stay here. Surely you will find a way to destroy the murderous fox. It is an old name. The route you climbed used to be called the Pilgrim's Path, thanks largely to the temple near here and other small shrines. Here, at the hill's summit, the pilgrims would stay and contemplate what they had seen during their climb. This place was known as the Pilgrim's Rest long before the inn was constructed. Of course, this whole forest belongs to Lord Young, does it not? He expects this place to pay him a tribute. He doesn't call it that, but we know the truth. Mark me, Lord Young will have his share of the proceeds from this place before long. His fair share. Surviving? Simple. You can still find meat if you know where to look. And is meat not the heart of any good dish? The sick trees and ghosts, yes. They keep us from the animals. You make a good point, but still, we saw this coming, did we not? We have supplies. It always pays to be prepared. I wish you all the best. Travel safely and return here soon. We would welcome you for our evening meal.
When will more come?
The forest is closed. None will come except from Tien's Landing, and that path is closing.
The Green One will starve us with her trees.
There is still food in the undercaves. We will be fine. You are too big. Your size makes you weak. Leave me to my food, unless you want some of it. Leave me to my food. Leave me to my food, unless you want some of it. Leave me to my food, unless you want some of it.
Hello. Welcome to the Pilgrim's Rest, where the patron is the most important part of our business. I am Ho, your humble cook. I'm also in charge of the few supplies the inn actually stocks, if you have need of them. Though I am weary and worked to the bone, I'm here to help you. What can I do for you today? I don't really go in for celestial politics, but I will say that it's awfully odd that the inn folk seem to hate her so. To hear them talk, she's practically insane with bloodlust. But everything here seems perfectly normal, wouldn't you say? Ah, well, if she attacked you, then she must be mad as a mountain farmer. Unless there was some mistaken identity, of course. The Keeper has more than enough to say for both of us about the Forest Shadow. Go ask him if you have more questions. I don't know much about this forest at all. I was only passing through when I, stopped at this inn. Turned out to be a longer stay than I anticipated. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. However, as shopkeeper, I do have some items that you might be interested in. How very lucky for me. I seem to just stumble into these situations. There's not much I can tell you, to be fair. You should ask the Keeper. I'm sure he'll be happy to tell you his side of things. I'd be happy to. I'm sure you understand that my stocks are limited. In fact, if you think about it, with the ghosts filling the forest, I shouldn't have any supplies at all. There's nothing. It's nothing. I just thought, well, I was hoping that... would you like a bun? I can't tell you. Not here. Not now. They're listening. Go and speak to the innkeeper. Ask him about the twisted servants of the Mother. See how he reacts to that. Be prepared when you speak to him. That's all I'm saying about this. Take very good care.
You must join us for dinner. You would be a most welcome addition. The mother? Nothing at all. You should not speak nonsense when the Forest Shadow is still alive. Oh, you truly wish to know. Your mind will not rest until you have an answer. You are lucky that I sense such great strength from you. Had you dealt with those ghosts out front with less efficiency, I would tear your throat out. But please, allow me to reveal all that you wish to see. Let me show you the truth. Gaze upon our forms and bask in our glory. You should be honored to see the true strength of the cannibals.
It's them! Their corruption is what I've been feeling in this forest. They are vile.
Are you happy now that you have the answer to your prying questions? No, of course not. You wish to know more. You are drawn to our majesty. Intriguing, yes? Such power is hard to resist, is it not? You must understand that we are servants of a powerful demon known as the Mother, who has taught us to draw strength from human flesh. The Forest Shadow imprisoned her millennia ago, but soon she will be free. You will help us with that, or you will die. We will give you one chance to aid us, or you will feed us. This crystal was torn from the Temple of the Cursed Fox. The hunter who is there now said there would be some way to reach the fox, if he could find this missing bauble. We kept it from him because he wished to aid the fox. We are fast and silent when we need to be. He did not even know we were listening. That is the weakness of the Thin Bloods. You are strong. If you agree to use this crystal to kill the fox, whatever it takes, we will give you a half-year's tax worth of silver. A rich prize to kill a dying rodent. The fox holds the mother trapped within the earth of this hill, but she can hold nothing with dying paws. You are so very stupid. What the Mother has given us is no curse. This is power. We eat the flesh of your kind, and its energies make us strong. The Mother has beautified us in return for serving her. You should not speak of killing the Mother. It is a sacrilege that makes our blood boil with rage. What will it be? Do you value your life, or will you play the fool? You just don't understand. You will. Tear him to pieces. We will feast tonight on those succulent flanks.
That was astonishing. I haven't seen such martial skills in an eatery since the last time I added ginger to my wife's hot and sour soup. Thank you for your great kindness in rescuing me. Now that these beasts are dead, I can finally talk to you. My name is Henpecked Ho, and before you ask, I'm not one of those monsters. They kept me prisoner so that I could seem normal to the customers. My wife is unique. To say that she is as enduring as the wall itself is to do a disservice to her persistence. I could make similar comparisons between the force of her will and the Imperial Army, but I think you have the picture. The last I saw of her, she was in the Imperial City. I was due back more than a week ago, and if she hasn't torn the place down looking for me, I'll be surprised. That's beside the point for now. I must thank you, as I clearly owe you my life. These cannibals were getting desperate enough to cook even someone as ropey as me. The last thing I needed was to be dragged into the caves below. I heard a lot about the caves from the cannibals. There's something down there they call the Mother, and I think whatever, is what made them what they are. She is some sort of greater demon the cannibals serve. I think she's the reason they're as twisted as they are. From what I overheard, the Mother was trapped in this hill before sagacious Chen forged the Jade Empire, but something has disturbed her. I don't know how or why this Mother of theirs has returned to the world, but if she can do this to men, she must be stopped. That is something I do not know. They would leave the inn and then return. I wasn't in a position to ask for details. I don't know for sure, only that there are many more of them. From the sounds of it, they've been capturing people and changing them. The ones they don't eat, that is. Is there anything else that I can help you with? Well, they're cannibals. They were once men, but they were corrupted, twisted into flesh-eating abominations. The Keeper, the one who met everyone, including yourself, at the door, had some skill with magic. You might have seen through the illusion in time, but most people never get the chance. They're usually taken, or worse, changed into one of them. They kept me around in hopes that I would make this place seem more normal, and they needed me to help run the inn. They're none too bright, really. I resolved to try and tip off the first warrior who dared come to this place. The cannibals must be stopped. A good idea. Even talking about them makes me queasy. You killed the cannibals up here, but there's more in the caves below. I don't know how they got in or out, or how they took prisoners down there. I do know that they were terrified of something called the Forest Shadow. I'm willing to bet that would be a good place to start. If you're planning to tackle these beasts, I want to help. In my own way, of course. I'm not much with my fists. Not anymore, anyway. But you'd be surprised what tricks an old bunmaster might know. Have you ever heard of drunken master style? I was a master, top of my game and well known in Phoenix Gate, one of the great cities in the prosperous East. My skills earned me fame, fortune, and a wife. You weren't listening. Fame, fortune, and a wife. I discovered fairly early on that she had opinions, most of them regarding alcohol and my regular consumption of it. I can still teach you, though. She has never expressly forbidden that. I have a few bottles on me right now if you'd like to learn. Pay attention, I don't like repeating myself. Now, when I am with you, I can throw you bottles of wine. You must pick these up in order to use Drunken Master. The effect wears off quickly, but I will make sure you don't run out of wine, as long as you keep the enemies off of me. Now, watch my technique.
Drunken Master. Longsword.
There, you got it. Your job isn't done, though. There are still more cannibals in the hill. I don't know how to get in there, though. The cannibals were dead set against that forest shadow. They didn't want anyone going near the temple. Maybe you could find her and get some answers. Well, it must be safer than this place. Good luck. You'll need it, I'm afraid.
How can you fight so well when all you do is drink?
It's harder to drink your watered-down swill than face those ghosts. Is everything in this damn forest missing the good parts? No, hey. That one's got all his parts, and they're even attached. Finally, a challenge.
Wait, no, that's not a... Damn him.
Longsword. You're no ghost. Hell, you're barely human. No one has ever withstood the axes of the Black Whirlwind before. I'm pretty sure I thought you were a ghost. That, and you looked like you might be able to hold your own for a few moments. Turns out I sold you short. Easy to do when you're as tall as I am. Anyway, I'm guessing you must be here on Lord Yun's business. Can't imagine why anyone would come here otherwise. You'll want to talk to Spearcatch's Leaf. He's Lord Yun's man. I'm just the hired mercenary.
I am so very sorry. You must accept my apologies. He is uncontrollable sometimes.
Keep your apologies. That was amazing. Spearcatch's Leaf is no warrior. He doesn't understand the thrill of victory.
You've just had the unexpected honor of defeating the Black Whirlwind, the self-styled deadliest mercenary in the Jade Empire.
I thought you were a ghost. Wasn't that clear? Ha ha! And people say I'm slow.
Does this look anything like a ghost? Is he floating or missing parts or anything along those lines? No. You are an idiot. A deadly, drunken idiot.
What's wrong with being deadly or drunk? You may be a lead hunter for some lord, but I'm the deadliest mercenary in the world. You do your job and I'll do mine.
The tales say this man once stormed an entire fortress alone, naked and screaming his defiance into the night.
Ha! Scared the tar out of those border guards. But they botched the story. I was naked screaming and I was dead drunk. Pretty much the part you'd expect. Makes them curl up in shame if you take my meaning. There's dozens of them. But if you didn't recognize me right away, you must not have heard them. Now really isn't the time to share them. I'd need about 5 bowls of wine and a soft patch of ground to even get started.
Yes, I'm Spear Catches Leaf, Lord Yun's lead hunter. I learned a ritual from Lord Yun's father, and I had hoped to use it to ask the aid of the Forest Shadow. I've set the fires and the furnaces are ready, but one of the key crystals is missing. Without it, we can't even see what these furnaces are supposed to do. You have it? Excellent. I should return and report this to Lord Yun. He will want to hear this news. The crystal fits into the central pedestal atop these steps, unlocking the lens arms in the lower furnaces so they can direct light to the remaining furnaces. The other furnaces have colored crystals in them, presumably to alter the light. Lord Yun's father called this the Ritual of Seasons. A forest, he said, cares about only 2 seasons. The cooler air of winter and the blistering heat of summer are the only things it notices. It's attached to some sort of lens that I believe is designed to focus light from the furnaces. If you get the ritual right, it is supposed to reveal the Forest Shadow. Winter skies are crisp and blue, while the fields of spring are green. Summer's heat is burning red, while in autumn, yellow leaves are seen. There are some old tomes in the temple itself, in a stand near the right wall. You might be able to learn more by poring through them. All right. Summer and winter seem to be the key. Black Whirlwind will stay behind to offer whatever help he can. If anyone can control him, it's you.
Hey, I'm not some cheap bottle of wine to be passed around. Damn it, even wine shouldn't be passed, in my opinion.
Lord Yun paid you very well to safeguard his men, and now you're being paid to safeguard his new agent. Surely you don't mean to go back on your word.
My word isn't worth a damn thing. That said, I'm still reeling from actually losing to anyone short of an army. Let me level with you. I don't lose fights, and I damn well didn't expect to lose one in this forest. Then you come along and beat me handily. My only rules are, don't touch my axes, don't touch my wine, and don't get between me and my enemies. If you can live with that, we'll get along just fine. Well, you and me and little Miss Magenta here. Maybe she can distract our foes, flush a little leg.
Would you like to see the damage these legs can inflict firsthand?
Feisty. I like that.
Be safe. If the spirit's willing, I will reach Lord Yun's camp quickly. If you need more supplies or training, that is where I will be.
Let's go find something and make its day a lot worse. You got it, but you can't actually use my axes. Just so we're clear, I'm the only one who touches the axes.